We were going scout camping up by the Alpine, Grays River, Wyoming, and we went river rafting earlier in the day and decided we should go one more time.
At first I decided I wasn't going to go, and I had my mind pretty set on that.
And I remember my brother not wanting to go, but he just felt like he probably should.
So I decided to go, and we floated for about 2.5 hours, and it started to get dark, and we came around this bend, and what had happened is there was a beaver dam in this tree that had fallen down, and it had made a current really strong, and it was right around the corner, so you couldn't see what was coming.
We were going around, and the current started speeding up a little bit, and we saw the others. They just started jumping off the rafts and pulling off to the right side and getting off to land, and all we had were these plastic oars that didn't reach far enough into the water to push off of the rocks.
They couldn't make it across the river in time, and they were sucked into this spot where this dam had been created.
And it was sucking under, and Dalton got the worst of it.
I'm just being sucked under, and the boat's wrapped around my legs, and I'm right up to my neck in the water, being sucked under. Sort of a scary situation.
Troy swam across the river first to go and get on the log to help pull the boys up. And by the time he had got there, Josh somehow had managed to pull himself up out of this position and grab onto Dalton.
I don't know where the strength came from, but I came out and I got behind the log and I pinned my knees on the back side of the log and grabbed onto the life jacket of Dalton.
After Josh had grabbed onto Dalton, Troy and I had gotten over there. And Dallen, by the time he got up, we all pulled Dalton up from the water. And I remember thinking about it that day, and my mom, by the age of 18, was widowed, and I did not want to go home and say, we lost my little brother. You know, I remember that was probably the most fear I've ever felt for my brother's life and the boys that were in that situation. And I'm very thankful that we're all here today.
We all lived in the same town, we all knew each other, but I think after the incident we all kind of bonded in a way. We know what happened was a bad thing, and that if some of us didn't go, a few of us wouldn't have made it back to camp.